Hi, I'm Mariel, and we're going to interview you for our history class.
Hi, I'm Jackie, and we are going to ask some questions for a history class interview.
Hi, I'm Ani. I'm 17 years old and I live in California.
What are the benefits that living in the US provides you?
Some of the biggest benefits that living here would provide for me personally is that I feel like I have a better shot at having a better opportunity to picking a good college that focuses and is meant to help me decide what career I want to study essentially and where I want to go in life. I feel like in a way it has a better a better like flexibility for me to pick that and not
What was the reason why you moved to the US?
There are two main reasons why we moved to the United States, and one of them was because my stepdad got a job offer over here in California, and it requires him to be here a lot more than it would for him to be in Mexico. So he would normally be apart from us for really long periods of time, and we like to stick together as a family. So we also decided that no, like other aside from accepting the job offer for his company, he also decided that it would be better for us to move here with him, um, because in general, my family thought California could bring a lot of opportunities for me and my brother, especially, being with education and socially, and also in college, university, all that kind of thing.
What were some problems or challenges you faced when you first got there? And
There are two major challenges that I faced when I moved here, and the first one of them was facing discrimination, because racism I wouldn't really say I faced, because from the get-go my parents wanted to avoid me getting made fun of and being bullied from the get-go. So they put me in a private school right away, and it was a Christian school, which meant that normally um the kids would go easier on me, to say so. Um, so obviously, yeah, a lot of the bullying and discrimination didn't happen, but I was still a little prone to it in a way that kids would, I don't know, make fun of the way I spoke and the way I struggled to say a couple words or to form my sentences. But I eventually got over that, because as time went on, my English kept getting better and to the level it is now. And even though it isn't flawless, I can still, personally, I can still see the differences between me and someone who has spoken English for their entire life. I can still, you know, notice my accent a little bit, and I can also notice that I say things differently from the rest. But I wouldn't say, like, in the past it would have affected me and it would have made me feel inferior to them, but now it doesn't. I actually see it as an attribute, because that was something I also really struggled with, which was um accepting myself for being different. I
What
really
were your thoughts about moving out of Mexico and going to a different country
My
and
thoughts about
start like
moving out of Mexico weren't good ones. Me and my mother really liked the way we were living. We liked the place we were living. We didn't really want to change anything about it. So when my stepdad came to us with the concept of moving to California, both of us were like, "That's a cool idea. We get it. We get why it's exciting, but we would rather stay where we are." And in a way, I didn't want to move because I was scared. Personally, I was scared of facing a change. I was scared of being out of my comfort zone and moving to a whole different place. And so was my mother. My stepdad and my brother were the most excited ones for the change. And even though it took a little convincing for me and my mother to agree to moving, we ended up agreeing and we moved here. And when we got here, both of us kind of struggled for the first couple months. Well, for the first couple years, actually. We both struggled to adjust, to like the place where we're living, to feel comfortable. Um, but me personally, I adapted what I would consider to be pretty quick, which was like a year and a half ish. I started making my friends. I started going out. So I didn't. It wasn't as harsh for me.
Would you ever move back to Mexico if you had the chance, and why, if you ever had the chance?
As much as I love living in the United States and living in California, there are some times where I wish I could move back, even if it was just for a year, just because I miss the tradition and just being in my homeland, to call it so, you know. Um, because even though I love it here, you know, people are always gonna want to go back to their roots and to their origins. So if I was given a chance, I would move back for maybe a year, but I would want to eventually move back here, you know? Um, so yeah, I would take the chance to move back, but not forever, you know?
Crecer tanto nacional como internacionalmente, que de hecho pues ya no está. Y ¿cuál es la otra pregunta?
La otra pregunta también es ¿qué beneficios le brinda, o sea, la empresa a la sociedad?
¿Qué beneficios les brinda? Pues el servicio y pues la comodidad del horario más que otra cosa, porque pues hay los Oxxos, hay muchos Oxxos que son 24 horas, entonces pues tienen la manera de adquirir los productos que vendemos dentro de Oxxo en cualquier horario.
Igual cree usted que son como las desventajas o los
Pues
retos que tiene.
Ajá, las ventajas, pues que es un mejor servicio al cliente. Y bueno, en cuanto a desventajas, pues no, más bien desventajas, ¿no? Más bien ventajas. ¿Sí? Más bien las desventajas serían como para competencias, o sea, como los demás, como centros comerciales que tienen un horario fijo y pues Oxxo está a las 24 horas. ¿Cuál es la otra?
Y más o menos como qué problemas puede decir usted que ha presentado.
¿Qué problemas? Lo que más frecuentemente presenta problemas de Oxxo pues son los asaltos y el robo hormiga. Sí, más que nada eso.
¿Y usted cómo cree que podría mejorar como en ese aspecto? O sea, ¿cómo podrían evitar ese tipo de problemas?
Pues que mejore el país, ¿no? Que las leyes hagan justicia, porque pues las leyes están aquí pésimas. O sea, si agarran un ratero y como es menor de edad, pues sale a las 12 horas o menos de 12 horas de la cárcel, ¿verdad? Entonces, mientras el país no corrija las leyes que tiene, pues no se va a poder corregir el robo, que pues van a seguir robando. Yo creo que ese es uno de los mayores problemas que tiene Oxxo, y pues no solo Oxxo, o sea, cualquier otro comercio, ¿no? ¿Qué otra cosa, señoritas?
Pues yo creo que sería